Right. So last time, as a part of assisting House Dulkef in the A House Divided questline of Shattered Space,
You have the evidence you require. Leave, lest the fangs of the void take you.
we infiltrated Yondar's Rest, which we found to be the hideout of the Zealots who had
There's no guarantee
basically
we will discover mineral deposits in this cave, but we should look nonetheless.
But we infiltrated Yondar's Rest and found their hideout of the supply thieves. And the Zealot boss, brother Omanide, or something like that, gave us an encrypted slate with more clues about the supply thief and who it might be. Next, we need to return the evidence we found to Kizrani, and also we were told she might be in trouble, so we need to go and make sure she's alright.
If we are found, the Zealots will not negotiate. They deserve whatever punishment we see fit to administer.
Where is my vehicle? There it is.
Not everything in the galaxy needs to come with us, you know.
You're back. Did you uncover anything at Jandar's Rest? I had an inkling I was being followed, so I asked for a security detail to protect me. Mujin? Does this mean he's the supply thief? Are you sure? Then I may be walking into an ambush, seeing as Mujin's the one who organized this meeting and supplied my security detail. The meeting takes place inside the Halls of Obedience. Will you watch my back? I want to avoid innocents being caught in the crossfire. If this is what I think it is, then let's be extra cautious. I don't know if we have enough evidence. If we're the aggressors here, it may be harder to prove. Let's wait for them to make the first move. I am disheartened to hear you say that. But I hope, when the moment comes, you will do the right thing. Okay, let's walk. Vindicator? Let me know if you have any further questions.
The Executor's under my protection. Move along.
Nothing's as exhilarating. We live to see another day. Extra ammunition is always welcome if they have any.
You're back. Did you I had an inkling I was being followed, so I asked for a security detail to protect me. Askedik, are you sure? Then I may be walking into an ambush, seeing as Mujin's the one who organized this meeting and supplied my security detail. The meeting takes place inside the Halls of Obedience. Will you watch my back? I want to avoid innocents being caught in the crossfire. If this is what I think it is, then let's be extra cautious. I don't know if we have enough evidence. If we're the aggressors here, it may be harder to prove. Let's wait for them to make the first move. I'm well aware and brought a weapon, but I'm still counting on you to be my dagger in the dark. Okay, let's walk.
The Executor's under my protection. Move along.
For House Malene!
Nothing's as exhilarating.
You're back. Mujin, does it? Then I may be walking into an ambush. The meeting takes... I'm well aware. Okay, let's walk.
Can't you see we're talking here?
For the sake
Leave
of our
us
people,
alone.
always.
Then, serpent.
For House Malene!
It's a wonder to behold.
Jinan, bless you. I would not have survived that if you hadn't been here. I suppose humor is welcome at a time like this, and you are not wrong. In any case, now is not the time to dawdle. Our next move must be to arrest Mujin. He's a prominent member of another noble house. I'm slightly concerned about the optics of this. Some may say we are trying to shift the balance of power, and so to move forward, our evidence must be ironclad. No, it's safer in your hands. And when it comes time for the trial, I want you to deliver it. You're the only impartial person involved in this case. And besides, you did the legwork. You deserve the honor of submitting it. I am of House Dulkef. We are meticulous to a fault. Before we move in, I want to make sure we have opened every closet, looked into every crack. It is, but I have faith in your abilities. This assassin's attempt will help our case, but we still need evidence tying him to Mujin. If you have time, check his office. There may be information connecting him to this individual. Yes, as a matter of fact, the bodies of the assassins. They may offer more clues. I'll have security look them over also, but if their ranks have been infiltrated, I'd rather you inspect them first. I disagree. Given the politics of arresting a rival house member, more evidence is never a bad thing. Regardless, he must answer for aiding the Zealots and the murder of my cousin. Give me until the coming dawn and I will summon the relevant parties to my office. Mark my words. We will bring him to justice with all three noble houses as witness. See what you can find at House Kadik. Your status should provide some freedom of movement there. We'll meet in my office. I'll call Tevina as well, so that all houses are represented. See what you can find at House Kadik. Your status should provide some freedom of movement there.
The Great Serpent spared so many of us.
We'll talk later. Almost served.
time you were awake.
Good to see you.
Now would be a good time. Reprioritize what we bring with us and what we leave behind. Or sell. Or throw away, even.
Ivoli can be a bit... Hello, It's a key! We figured it'd be best for you to have it. We found it just laying out in...
Ivali's so annoying.
Ivoli and Alana's house is great. But I miss my... Do you think the Great Serpent is...
I saw one.
Huh? Sure.
Ah, hello.
Sorry, I have a lot on. Take care of yourself. Do let me know if any... Please do.
Problem?
I pray that the Great Serpent...
Behave yourself. There is already enough trouble in Dodger to go around.
I hope he's okay. I'm so worried. Hey, you approached me. If you are not a friend, then please leave me alone.
The Great Serpent will deliver us from this.
I am so... Oh, he's my brother. Ever since I got his letter, I've been worried he might be in trouble. I don't know if there was one thing, but he was mentioning zealots and people talking bad about him. It was just a whole basket full of worries, but not a lot of details. And maybe I need to start looking for him. The last time I spoke to him, he said if anything ever happened to him, he'd leave something for me. In the usual spot. I've been thinking about going there, but I'm afraid to look. Yes, not just under any house. The meat house. I have a key here. Do you think you can check and see if he left anything? Yeah, I think I want to know. Thank you. If you find anything, let me know. I'll be here. How can he write something like that and not have me worried?
Great Serpent keep you.
Do not agitate the loop.
I would give anything. Anything.
Food. I need food. Do you have anything you're willing to spare?
No, I
I'll make the deposit
Might
into
wish
your
to
account.
lighten
Your
your
family
load.
will be taken care of for generations
One is
to
less
come.
likely to survive an
And the
ambush
thief.
than one is weighed down.
Oh, we'll have a mountain of
Whatever
evidence
all
linking
that
them to
is.
the crime. Don't you worry. Especially after you convince them they need to visit Jondar's Rest. It's the same as when I put the supplies on hold. You make it seem like it's a fair idea
Just
to
trying
help
to
the
survive
zealots,
one more day.
when in reality, we're just setting them up to take the fall.
You seem pleased.
I've waited a long time for this one. I can't wait to see the look on his face. Or his corpse. I'm not sure. Anyway, good job. You've served me well, but it's time we part ways. Fish and guests, as they say. I've only got one more task for you before our business is concluded. Something to really nail down your house as the bad guy.
And what's that?
I want Gizrani Tulkev dead. And I want you to convince your boss to order the hit.
What? I do that and I won't make it out of the city alive. It's a suicide mission.
Is there a problem?
Just make sure my sister is taken care of.
The gods overheard my neighbor forsaking the great serpent.
Hi. I don't like it here. When can we go home?
It's you. How are you? It is, well, not as glamorous as I had convinced myself it would be, honestly. Really, I was not at all prepared for the scale of turmoil that would reveal itself when I stepped through the city gates. Dazra is like my old shack, falling to pieces. Everyone is just trying to survive in a space that is not fit for life. But do not think that I will take it for granted. You and I fought too hard for me to get here. I will do whatever I can to help my new neighbors rebuild. Dazra is unlikely. Although I suppose it is not impossible. But it would mean an early grave for them. Any zealot stupid enough to try and draw their weapon against me will be dead before their gun leaves its holster. People ignore me for the most part, and that is all right. I do not expect to be welcomed with open arms, as it was not long ago they feared me. I hope that with time, people will begin to warm up to me. But even if they do not, I will be content. I have done so many terrible things in my past. And just having the opportunity to live in Dazra is more than I deserve. The people allow me to live among them. And that is an honor in itself. Let us speak later then.
I have not seen
Her abilities are truly amazing.
At least being this busy keeps my mind occupied.
May the great serpent guide you.
Did you find my brother? I was afraid of that. I'm sorry. I need to be alone. I need some time to process this. But thank you.
I trust you have slept well.
I don't know where to go.
This city.
Great Serpent, please.
You must send someone out there. This apparition
If you do
must
not
be
need
dealt
medical assistance, please move along.
It is my top priority, I assure you. But it is dangerous the further you step away from the city. We will need someone qualified to assist.
But what about yourself? Are you not trained in the Herald's arts?
Well, technically, I'm still an apprentice. But what you speak of is akin to an exorcism, and we know little about how these phantoms exist in our world. Even a fully trained herald may not be equipped to deal with this phenomenon.
By Genome's word! Has the Great Serpent left us with nothing to defend ourselves? This is an ill omen indeed.
You must keep the faith, and in doing so the reward will come. You see? All is not lost. My friend here may be just the person we need. Oh, your timing could not be better. We have a situation.
It's an urgent matter. There's a spirit haunting the old orphanage.
A vortex phantom, to be clear. But be that as it may, we now have a headwind for your case. From what I've heard, my friend here is quite famous for dealing with exactly your type of problem.
Is that so? You've handled these phantoms before?
Yes, but something about this feels strange. The phantoms we encountered were dangerous, hostile.
I don't know. It didn't even look at me. It stood by itself near the window, but I only caught a glimpse of it from afar.
That is not the behavior I'd expect, given what we know about these things. But I will let the Vindicator investigate and make their own conclusions. They are haunting the old orphanage. Until recently, it was a refuge for lost children, but had closed down due to a lack of volunteers. In the past few weeks, there have been rumors of people squatting there and using the building as housing. Given its history, it doesn't surprise me that a wayward soul would go back there, if they sought to be found.
A wayward soul? Surely we should not give such merciful terms to this thing. It haunts the orphanage and is a clear danger to anyone who may have been inside. I was at the Halls of Healing, praying for my family. The odd thing is, I did not know what I was praying for. Only that I had a fear in my gut, a sharp pain of the abdomen. Moments later, I heard the din of the crowd and rushed out, searching for my husband. My prayers were answered when I found him safe. But the same cannot be said for the orphanage. We must rid the house of this phantom. I'm afraid I did not get close at all. The ground surrounding the orphanage is collapsing. There may be other dangers and perhaps even phantoms nearby. But my concern is for anyone who may have been living in the building. Yes, the old orphanage is ill-fated, that much is certain. Even before the city was lost, I once asked the heralds to read the star scales and bless the children there. Instead, they spoke of malicious portents. Now I wonder if the land itself is cursed. It was once an orphanage for young children who lost their parents. The children were raised there and eventually guided into service by the Ministry of State. It was run by a handful of donors and local volunteers like the Ueda girl. But it closed down months ago. Great Serpent, protect us from
There's a
evil.
lot. Serpent be with you.
Please, you must. I know not what these phantoms are, but I assure you they are not.
The Halls of Healing are currently the unofficial home of House Gulkev.
You've been busy, Vindicator. Choose your words carefully. Convert or not, you're still an outsider, which is just a stone's throw away from trespasser. But before you proceed into that room, I must ask, do you have the proof you need? Is it solid? Maybe so, but once a suspect has been established, it can be like pulling a loose thread. The rest comes undone rather quickly. So let us speak frankly for a moment, if we may. Haste doesn't suit you. So before you go in there and report your findings, hear me out. The speed at which things have unraveled, it makes me wonder how much of this outcome has been orchestrated. Of course, I am not denying my role in all this. Yes, I approved to have the supplies rerouted. And yes, I ordered that they be directed to the Zealots. But the murders, the violence, these were not directives I had ordered. If I am guilty of anything, it's being a rubber stamp. No. I have kept my actions separated from both Razma and Jimal. My goal was to inform them once I had something more concrete. That all went out the door once Ukadu Dulkev caught wind of the missing shipments. because we are all in need. Everyone was affected by the accident, including the people here. And if we are to reintegrate House Malene, we need to show them our aid isn't contingent on our abundance. How would it look if the moment our supplies had diminished, we kept them all for ourselves? I offered to provide her a security detail, but I had arranged the assignment through my ward, Okim. In fact, even my work with the Zealots was all done through him. Yes and no. I may have been pushed toward this outcome, but I do not regret my actions. A handful of supply shipments are a meager exchange for an entire clan of allies. United with House Malene, we can rebuild Dazra as the industrial and military force it was during the Serpent's Crusade. Which is why I ask that you listen to my proposal. Let me go. Allow me to continue my efforts discreetly for the betterment of House Va'ruun. We'll have to burn that location regardless. I imagine Tavina has likely sent her inquisitors to clear the place anyway. I trust you'll understand if I don't reveal the location of their next hideout. I have a ward, Okim, who I've used to keep myself separated from this operation, and also serves as the perfect suspect. I'll arrange for him to conveniently disappear. While loyal, it's better for us both if he isn't available for questioning. Your flippant attitude only gives me more conviction. You only see what's in front of you, and not the big picture.
Please. You made no grand gesture. You violated the law and aided those who want us dead.
I don't know what evidence you've gathered, but without anything concrete, it's your word against mine. We shall see which one carries more weight. It's your word against mine. We shall see which one carries more weight.
From what I hear, we got our man.
We talk?
From what I hear, we got our man.
Thank you all for coming. I think we can all agree that the charges for this crime are quite serious. Theft of supplies, aiding the Zealots, and the murder of my cousin. Which is why it comes with great shock that evidence points to a member of House Kadik as the thief.
Based on what evidence? House Kadik does not deal in trade. Your house does.
I would not be making this claim without sufficient cause, nor is House Dulkef the bearer of this information. Vindicator, the floor is yours. Very well. Let us know when you're ready to speak on this.
I pray that you have not doomed us all.
You're back. Are you ready to submit your evidence? This slate lists you by name, Envoy. What do you have to say for yourself?
Is this what you called me to your office for, Kisrani? This is an absolute disgrace to your department.
You haven't answered my question, Mujin.
Nor should I have to. A single slate, which I might add is likely fabricated, is not enough to prove anything.
Very well.
It's your word.
Thank you all for coming. I think we can all... Theft of supply, which is...
Based on what evidence?
I would not be making... Vindicator. This slate lists you by...
Is this what you call...
You haven't answered.
Nor should I have to.
Is that so, Mujin? Or do you deny the words you yourself wrote?
I absolutely deny it. My computer has obviously been tampered with. This is clearly not enough evidence to even consider me a suspect.
Oh, you didn't know. We have piles of evidence, ship departure records, signatures, the works. And of course the kicker, Kisrani's would-be assassin.
Security has identified him as Okim Kadik.
Well, that's your ward, Mujin.
In fact, if I were you, Envoy, I would think long and hard about submitting to the guard peacefully. Given the severity of your crimes, the captain has the authority to do it by force.
I will cooperate, but this is by no means an admission. And make no mistake, the three of you will pay for this insult.
Make all the threats you want, Envoy. My decision is made. Guard, take him away.
As you command, Executor.
I don't regret my choices. Time will reveal them to be the right ones. I don't regret my choices. Time will reveal
If
them
it is
to
a
be the right
bottle of
ones.
Goza you need, Harold's Rest is the place.
I appreciate you backing me up on this one. Warden Vithal had brought some evidence linking Mujin to the crime, but it's your evidence that makes me feel confident we can convict. All told, I'm extremely grateful. Ukaru was family, and I would not have been able to rest if I knew the thief had not been brought to justice. The guard will move him to lockup. You can visit him if you like, so long as he cooperates. A grim reality is, it's unlikely he will be there long. Aiding the Zealots is a crime punishable by death. There are typically no exceptions. Add to that the murder of a state official and, well, he'll be lucky if his death is swift. It's a well-known secret that Mujin was not a popular member of House Kadik. I suspect he may have operated independently, and Elder Razma will likely deny any involvement. Of course, I'll do my best to reward you. And yes, I am aware you had no personal stake in solving this, but that makes me appreciate your efforts all the more.
I've also handed over everything we have at House Vithal regarding the case. Who knows what other crimes we can uncover while poring over the evidence.
Your diligence is appreciated, Warden. And if there's nothing else you'd like to discuss, I think we can bring this case to a close. Well, any additional evidence is always helpful. Let's have a look.
I'll make the deposits into your accounts. Your family will be taken care of for generations to come.
Davina, is this you?
What? Where did you get that? That sounds nothing like me.
Listen to it. It's your voice.
And your point is? Even if you can prove that's me, which you can't, you can connect me to the supply thefts.
In other words, not only did you try to have me killed, if not for you, my cousin would still be alive. Guard, escort the warden to lockup. I think the guard captain will be very interested in the contents of this slate.
You can't be serious! Haskadik is to blame here, Kisrani. I had nothing to do with this.
Warden, I'll ask you one time to come peacefully. I won't ask again.
Fine. But this isn't over.
On the contrary, Warden. I believe it is.
Vindicator. I'm not going to rot in a cell for long. I have contacts. I have people. Vindicator. Vindicator.
Jinan's breath. I had no idea. How did you even discover all this? False modesty doesn't suit you. You went above and beyond, and that's not luck. It's dedication. Without you, not only would we have not solved the case, but we would have never uncovered Tavina's work behind the scenes. And on a personal note, I want to extend my gratitude for avenging my cousin's murder. With the accident and all that's going on, I haven't really had time to grieve. But closing this case might help me start that process. So for that, I thank you. Back to the world of spreadsheets and tables. To be fair, I love a good spreadsheet. We are a house that values efficiency and detail, and our elder Hazmek is no exception. When others rush, we are deliberate. When others speak, we are the first to listen. And when it comes time to act, it is we who are most prepared. The case is all but closed, in my opinion. But in the interest of due diligence, we are monitoring the flow of supplies much more closely. Any package put on hold must be approved by at least 2 executors. Oh, really? I'm sorry. It's just, given all that's happened, it's been so long since I had a normal conversation. I'm not even sure I remember how. But all right. I was born into it, you might say, as all in House Dulkef are. Now, I was fortunate enough to get the spreadsheet gene, as they call it. Some people enjoy a good wine, others music, but I am at home with a well-organized table. More determined than ever. Azra's problems are many, but they can be solved. You are living proof of that, no? Thank you for looking into this for me.
I have things I wish to discuss with you. I wanted to thank you for giving me the chance to work with you. I know we met under, unusual circumstances. You seem to be acclimating well to Constellation. Are you enjoying working with them? Ah, you were acquainted with some of the members before. I was not. This is all new to me. You have certainly become a vital part of the organization. That is a credit to your abilities. If I may, from what you have seen, do you think I fit in well with the rest of Constellation? I cannot tell if that is a compliment or an attempt to avoid the question. I will assume the former. I have a very different background from the rest of Constellation. I carry myself differently. I worry that some of the others are unable to see past this. I have not shared much, but everyone knows I worked with smugglers for years. I am no stranger to violence and death. I might not admit this to the others, but at times, it was. I do not regret this, but I do know how it makes me seem. For those that have not lived it, it can be difficult to imagine or accept. Others here have seen conflict, but for more noble causes. Vladimir's the only one here who can begin to understand. He was the one who pressed the group to include me. I lack his charm. He puts others at ease. I fear my presence does the opposite. That is kind of you. You also have a lot going. I find expressing affection difficult, but truly. Thank you. I know this seems trivial. Perhaps childish. I have just always relied only on by a group. Thank you. Discussing these things. I wanted to thank you. You said you were. Indeed it was. Thank you.
I pray that the Great Serpent will deliver us from our hardships.
Vindicator?
I do. The request for aid and supplies never cease.
Okay, children. Does anyone know who succeeded Tinan Varun to become the next speaker? I'll even give you a hint. He had 2 sons, Jandar and Jarek. Oh, I know! Yes, Umaran. Who do you think it was? Jandar or Jarek?
Neither. It was a giant groot named Forklebub. He came riding on the back of the Great Serpent and bit Jarek's head off.
Well, that's not the worst answer you've given today. I'll consider that progress. In any case, lunch is over. Everyone take their bowls to the kitchen and clear the table.
This melody. Haunting, but somehow familiar.
I hate doing chores. There's just so many dishes.
Well, you don't have to do them if you don't want to.
Yeah, but Miss Ueda says we can't go upstairs until we finish.
But I know where she keeps the key card. It's on the top shelf, in the corner. See where I put the ladder?
I don't think that ladder's high enough. Grown-ups really don't play fair.
Well, that's why I put the footstool on the ladder. Then I can reach the top.
That seems kind of dangerous. Are you sure the keycard's there? I don't see it anyway.
It's in the jam jar.
Ew, gross. So you have to dip your hand in jam to get it?
No, that's the trick. The jar isn't actually full of jam.
Whoa.
I do not wish to judge, but I doubt you truly need to be carrying all of that.
We touch walls that lead a face with...
One of the helpers was taken away last night. They accused him of heresy. I know better than to argue, but now we're severely understaffed. I hate to spend less time with Grandpa, given he's always forgetting things, but the children need me.
The imprints streaked along faded glass. I wander this place that calls to feel. No one's more than gentle warmth of your hands softly as the rain falls. That song. I know it. I hear music. I'm so lost. Where am I? Is that a voice? So bright. A flash of light. And now, here. Where was I, Melody? Home. I can go home. I can see it now. The way back.
trying to keep strong, but I fear I may be losing.
Ah, anything new to report? Were you able to remove the Phantom?
Oh, please. I hope you bring good news. That is understandable given the cataclysm. We can rebuild the orphanage elsewhere, but that is a problem of stone and mortar. What matters is that you removed the Phantom.
Indeed. The city will be rebuilt in time. We are committed to this as a people.
You could show a little more commitment, Vasilis, but that is a conversation for me and your mother. For now, I am simply grateful the matter is resolved.
Yes, as am I. In fact, I think you deserve a reward for your efforts. Here, in appreciation for your assistance. There's still much to do, but I feel confident with volunteers like yourself, we are trending in the right direction. Oh, I wouldn't ask you to give any more time than you've already offered. Part of being a good delegate is spreading out the work. We are all working as a team. Maybe. I knew this trial would force me to grow as a healer, but I didn't anticipate the way it would. I haven't changed at all in terms of my healing skill or knowledge of prayer, but that isn't the only way to heal people. You showed me I can heal others by connecting people, not just through medicine. So, in that sense, yes, I feel I have learned much. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
Our sins must have been considered.
Whoever caused these vortex phantoms
help?
to occur, bad
Let me
things
examine.
happen to them.
This is
Very
not...
bad things.
Bite down on something. There. Try not to get... If you'll excuse me then.
Huh?
There must be something. And all of that you can afford to let go of?
I hear justice has been meted out against Ukaru's killer. On behalf of House Dulkev, thank you. Hello, Vindicator. Malibor has kept me informed of the situation. The deadlock of the High Council. I hope your presence here means things have changed. I can only assume you'd say such a thing because you are new to our customs. I shall therefore forgive it. I'm pleased that the Council is once again working towards a solution. It felt wrong not to help. Do you know where I was when it happened? The incident, they call it. I was in the temple next door, conversing with my cousin. I was in the middle of replying to him about you know? I don't even recall. Some meaningless bit of family drama, I am sure. One moment he was there, And the next, gone. My cousin, the floor, the wall, just gone. I found myself looking out at the scaled citadel, unable to comprehend. And now, here I stand, the elder of House Dulkev. Cannot stories themselves be information? You cannot imagine it. A single moment of pure, terrible silence. A meter's distance was all that separated me from whatever has become of Dazra. I find that through all the chaos and the scrambling since, my mind drifts back to that moment. I could be gone as well. But here I remain, spared. And I do not know why. Do I have a choice? We who are left must take action if House Varun is to survive. Hopefully you can deliver them from this. But what comes after? What about the next trial? I'm sorry. I should shoulder my own burdens, not force them upon you. I've grown so tired of the Council squabbling, and I want no further part in it. I have no demands, no requests. All must serve. And House Dulkev is no exception. An attempt was made, but I admit it was not as forceful as it should have been. It was clear it was going to fall on deaf ears. Here is what I can tell you. Sometime before our current calamity, Enesco Varun approached me looking for information about his grandfather's time. He was frustrated at the lack of progress. House Dulkev keeps extensive records, you see. While I was never told the exact reason behind the inquiry, I was able to deduce a fair amount. I provided him with the shipping manifests from the time of the Serpent's Crusade, materials and equipment that suggested some highly specialized research. I told Enesco where those materials had been sent. Weeks later, well, you've seen the Citadel. You know as well as any where we are now. No? A specific chain of events leading to rapid progress in the Citadel experiment? Enesco returned from the site in unusually good spirits. He boasted of something called the Vortex Interlock, and that it was the key to unlocking some new unseen potential. Whatever records exist of this interlock were swallowed up with the Citadel. And as for the original site, executors were sent, but did not return. And we can spare no more casualties. So I suggest you visit Malin Dam to the southeast. I believe it is more than it seems. It is the only place to learn more about these vortex interlocks and what connection they may have to the events at the Citadel. And should your search be fruitful, make sure it is known that House Dulkev was proud to serve when called upon. I hope you find something useful. I'm afraid the details have been scrubbed from the records at the time of construction. That in itself should be enough to pique anyone's interest. As I said, records that are left, referring to that construction, I have overseen my share of projects. I know what materials are necessary. And I know when the deliveries far exceed the needs of what should be a simple industrial project. House Varun depends on trade, internal and external, just like any civilization. The ministry facilitates and oversees that trade. Jinan Varun himself established the houses and charged us with this responsibility. We pride ourselves on a job well done. As of very recently, I am the elder. I am ultimately responsible for all of House Dulkev, and by association, the Ministry of Commerce. It has been an abrupt transition for me, given all that is going on. I imagine it will be some time before I feel settled in. No one in Dazra is okay right now. We're all doing the best we can in the face of terrible circumstances. The people of House Varun, those that are left, need our efforts now more than ever. That is my primary concern.
What is it? When we can coast. ammunition is always welcome if they have any. Some who would come.
This is gonna be fun.
Vindicator, it's you! The heirloom! Stolen! I need help, please! Do you have medicine? I'm injured. Please, do you have a med pack? You're a doctor then. Oh, the Great Serpent must have heard my prayer. There. Oh, that's better. I was deep in meditation, so I didn't hear the Spacers approach. I did what I could to protect this hallowed ground, but there were too many. Not only did the thieves violate this sacred tomb, but they took the heirlooms of my ancestor. Some of them stayed behind to ambush me. I could hear them. Serpent cursed them for all time. Only recently, they appeared not long after the catastrophe. From where, I can't say. Looters and murderers, all of them. No matter how many we kill, there are always more. I am Malia Hajtal, daughter of Faroud,
and descendant of Makara Hajtal, who was called the Fang. I live in the city, but I spend much of my time here. The silence appeals to me. There is shame in failing to uphold a sacred duty. This is the tomb of my ancestor, Makara the Fang. She was a mighty warrior and had the great honor to command the starship Morning. When the catastrophe struck, I came here to protect this place. Those accursed spacers snuck in and tried to kill me. The cowards. No doubt they're already on their way back to their lair with my family's precious heirlooms. Now I must bear the shame of allowing her legacy to be forever tarnished. Yes, my family has a house in the city. Once I've regained my strength, I must go there and tell my father what happened. He will not be pleased. You do not understand. I accepted a sacred duty, and I failed to uphold it. What's done is done. The circumstances do not matter. I wouldn't expect you to understand. I failed to safeguard my ancestors' heirlooms, and now I've brought shame upon my name forever. That is all you need to know.
You attempted to serve. Is that not all that can be asked of you?
And perhaps it's time you showed the proper respect for our values and our traditions. Do you truly have such disdain for our way of life?
My travels have provided me with the benefit of different perspectives. When one's eyes have been opened to new ways of seeing things, it is hard to close them again.
Who knows? Maybe they think they can sell them. Maybe they thought they looked interesting. I won't pretend to understand how those savages think. They deserve no less, but vengeance is the lesser concern. Confront the Spacers if you wish, but if you find the stolen heirlooms, let me know. I'll make sure that you're rewarded for their safe return. There are 3 heirlooms in all. One is a weapon, and the others are a boost pack and a matching spacesuit. The Spacers have a base not far from here. Their stolen goods are stored there under heavy guard. It's a large facility, so you'll probably need to do some searching. You're that good. Well, avoiding the Spacers should improve your chances considerably. I'll stay a while and pray while my wounds heal. Afterward, I'll go to my family's home in the city. Meet me there if you recover the heirlooms. Those thieves will regret the day they violated the tomb of the Fang. She was said to be a woman of regal bearing, boundless courage and great skill in battle. Makara was chosen by Jinan Varun himself to serve aboard the Starship Morning, which was a great honor. She was loved and feared in equal measure by those she commanded, and inspired complete loyalty in her crew. Truly, nobody in my family's history achieved anything close to what Makara accomplished. The Spacers took control of an underground facility and have been using it to store their loot. Its original purpose was to provide a place of safety for our leaders in times of danger. As such, it is very well fortified. There were 3 heirlooms. Makara's weapon was crafted by the renowned gunmaker Kiva Shan, who was blind. It was said Kiva could judge the quality of metals by touch, smell, and taste. Her boost pack was forged by Anjari the Elder, whose son Anjari the Younger earned great renown as a sculptor. Makara's spacesuit was made by the weaver Krisha Vazla, a woman of surpassing beauty and skill. Krisha was a mother to 13 children, many of whom aided in her work. How she found the time to raise so many children while mastering her craft is a mystery to me. I admit with some shame that it's my own fault. While I was traveling here, a group of them spotted me and I had to hide. When I thought they had passed, I resumed my journey. Now it's clear that they hid themselves and waited to follow me. Great Serpent, forgive me. I should have known better. I can't imagine why they would have value to anyone outside of my family. Their worth is purely as mementos of a great ancestor, nothing more. No, they're not. Vital components were removed so they could be displayed safely in the tomb. I would not expect you to, but the effort is appreciated all the same.
I would prefer that we both remain light on our feet. You never know what could happen. There's a reason spacers avoid civilized places. They tend to stand out. Now that we have rested, we may continue, yes? I cannot imagine any engineer accounting for a spaceship at full speed, impacting their secure facility. Is there some compulsion that leads you to do this? Childhood trauma? It is okay to let things go. Come on. There are worlds to conquer. When I see it with my own eyes, it is still hard to believe. Dare challenge me? We win. Again. You seem to have taken on more than you can carry. If you require assistance, please, just say so. Cowards.
absurdity. You want to know how this mighty team of spacers stumbled upon this Varun bunker? Well, prepare yourselves for a dose of pure lunacy. It all began with the king's insatiable curiosity, or so he claims. One fine day, he decided to tinker with the ship's engine controls, leading to a catastrophic failure that forced us into a crash landing on this godforsaken planet. And where did fate drop us? Right smack dab in front of the entrance to this bunker. Abandoned, desolate, not a soul in sight. So what did we do? We claimed it as our own, naturally. A temporary refuge until we could plot our escape from this miserable rock. Oh, the absurdity of it all. One reckless move by the king, who, incidentally, insists it was all part of his master plan, and here we are, lords of an empty bunker in the middle of nowhere. The captain, signing off.
think you may be trying to take a little too much on. Literally.
This is the captain, tasked with the dubious honor of documenting the supposed greatness of our illustrious spacer king. Honestly, I'd rather be swabbing the hull than glorifying his every move in these blasted audio logs. But orders are orders, and the king demands to be immortalized for posterity. It's not that I don't respect the king's authority, but spending my time recounting his supposed triumphs feels like a waste of valuable plundering hours. I'd much rather be out there seizing riches and exploring uncharted territories than pandering to the ego of one man. Nevertheless, duty calls, and so I shall comply. But mark my words, these audio logs will be a testament not only to the king's supposed greatness, but also to my unyielding patience in carrying out this tiresome task. The captain, signing off. Captain here, once again plagued by the mundane task of documenting the meager spoils brought back by Sidari's crew. 3 relics, they say, but one's nothing more than a busted rifle. As per the king's orders, they've dragged it off to the armory for inspection. Could it be salvageable? Who knows? But even if it won't fire, they claim this weird Varoon stuff would still be worth something to the right buyer. Why does the king bother with that stuff? I'd rather be scouring the cosmos for genuine treasures than wrangling over broken artifacts. Nevertheless, duty calls, and so I shall continue this tedious exercise in cataloging our misadventures. The captain, reluctantly, signing off. This isn't happening!
Bring it!
You're not walking out of here.
I also wish to be prepared for any situation, but there are practical limits, no? Their lack of respect for Hasbarun appears to know no bounds. It is not enough that they have stolen artifacts. That fool is wearing one. Not everything in the galaxy needs to come with us, you know.
You're dead. Dead! You're not taking me! Ah! The mark's mine! The captain here, noting the latest acquisition from the Varun tomb, the boost pack stashed away in maintenance. Secured in the vault, or at least what passes for a vault in this ragtag operation. As always, Varun tech is a gamble. It might work or not. Am I disappointed that I can't take it for a test flight? Not in the slightest. I'm not that reckless. Let someone else play the guinea pig. I'll wager 50 credits that somebody blows themselves up with it before the week is over. Ah, the joys of pirate life. The captain begrudgingly acknowledging and signing off.
Your enemies might disagree.
This area is clear of hostile targets.
The captain here, once again chronicling the insufferable antics of our esteemed boss. Seems he couldn't resist snagging that Varun armor for himself, as per the usual. Typical, really. The man always hoards the choicest loot for his own glorification. Now, he's scurried back to his so-called command center. But alas, we're stuck here, pandering to his ego and pretending to be impressed by his ostentatious displays. Oh well, such is the life of a spacer, I guess. The captain's signing off. Hey!
There. Is that not the boost pack we are looking for? Now would be a good time to reprioritize what we bring with us and what we leave behind. Or sell. Or throw away. necessarily the aim, but if there's something worth taking...
You can't hope to win.
Spacers have a reputation for a reason. No sane individual would do this. Wish to lighten your load. One is less likely to survive an ambush when one is weighed down with whatever all that is.